Hey guys, Jonathan Willett here for JM Sports 100. How is it going? And I am here to do a recap of the game that we saw in the college football ranks tonight and make a pick for tomorrow's lone college football game as well. And so we continue to roll. Week 2 started off really well for us. Um, as we went 1-0, getting a win. Cincinnati did get by Pittsburgh in the game, getting a big 34-10 win. So I did watch the game, and it's interesting. I said that I was going to be very interested to see how Pittsburgh reacted after the loss to Youngstown State last week, and they did not react well. I said in the pick video for the Pittsburgh and Cincinnati games that I was still not down on Pittsburgh. Well, after watching tonight, I'm a little bit down on Pittsburgh. They are not in sync offensively. They're not in sync defensively. I mean, they played. I guess you could describe it as an okay, horribly played game. Pittsburgh played okay. They had chances to make things happen. They had a touchdown that got called back. They they had things happen. They had penalties happen. They had things happen that shouldn't have. The defense did not look very good. The defense looked utterly mixed up, matched up, and confused. Um, Munchie, I love that name by the way. Munchie, the quarterback for Cincinnati. He looked good. Uh, uh, Pittsburgh just didn't look good. Flat out, that's what it came right down to. Was Pittsburgh just what can you say? Uh, they struggled. Pittsburgh struggled, and Pittsburgh I think is going to continue to struggle. It was not pretty. Looking at it, Pittsburgh really outperformed in a lot of areas. Outperformed Cincinnati, but when it comes down to the points and stuff, that didn't happen. Munchie Lago, 14 to 28, 205 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, Tino Sinceri, 24 of 37 for 278 yards. He had a touchdown, and he did have a pick early in the game. Graham, we were interested to see how Graham was going to look. Graham didn't, look hesitant at times against Youngstown State after the knee injury. He had 19 carries for 103 yards. Meanwhile, leading Cincinnati in rushing with quarterback Munchie Lago. He also had 6 carries for 117 yards to go along with his passing numbers. Abernathy, 4 receptions for 271 yards, led things there for the Bearcats. The Bearcats just played. They outplayed Pittsburgh completely. I am not high on Pittsburgh at all right now. Pittsburgh's got a lot of work to do. I love Paul Chryst, obviously. Former Wisconsin offensive coordinator, was the offensive coordinator for quite a while. I think he can do it, and I think he can bring Pittsburgh, I don't want to say to national championship prominence, but I think he can get them to bowl games. Now, one thing that we do need to remember is a team like Virginia Tech lost their first 2 games either last year or the year before. They ended up with a 10-win season, and they made a bowl game. Pittsburgh could do it, but the only thing is Pittsburgh has a lot of work to do still if they expect to win some football games. And let's just take a quick look at their schedule here, at what they've got. Okay, listen to the rest of their schedule coming up here. Virginia Tech, going to be a tough game there. Gardner-Webb should win that one. Syracuse, tough. Louisville, tough. Temple, not necessarily easy. Notre Dame, not necessarily easy. Rutgers, not necessarily easy. They've got some really tough games into December. does Pittsburgh. So their schedule's not very easy with them. And of course, this is the last Big East matchup between Cincinnati and Pittsburgh as Pittsburgh moves to the ACC next year. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, I really like what I saw out of Cincinnati. I think they've got a good football team. I think they've got a fresh football team. I think um, I think Munchie's the goal. He made some mistakes. I think he's a young quarterback, converted receiver. He takes some extra strides sometimes that he probably shouldn't. But he's got time to work on it. Next week they play Delaware State, and then you got Virginia Tech, Miami of Ohio, Fordham, Toledo, Louisville, Syracuse, Temple, Rutgers, South Florida, and Connecticut. So the schedule's pretty much the same there. But just it's going to be interesting to see how both these teams do. I think at the end of the year, I think Cincinnati and Butch Jones have a better run with the Bearcats than Paul Christ does with the Panthers. Now we have to make a pick, so let's do it with the 1-0 for the week. We are 66-12 on the year. 1,214 wins, 429 losses lifetime, and we've won our last 30 straight contests. So hopefully, winning on Saturday, we can win the next 4 straight contests because there is one game on the schedule for tomorrow, same time as tonight, 8 o'clock Eastern Time, ESPN 2 this time though, and I think I know where I'm going to go here, and I think I'm fairly comfortable with it. We have Utah and Utah State going at it, and that is at Utah State. It is not a mutual location. ESPN 2, 8 o'clock Eastern Time. The Utah State Aggies, Utah Utes, both teams 1-0. Of course, Utah in the Pac-10, Pac-12. Utah State's in the WAC. Utah State, played pretty well last week in their win against Southern Utah. I mean, that was an FCS school, so it's tough to say. But I am gonna go with the Utes. I think Utah is the better team than the Utah State Aggies. So my pick for tomorrow is the Utah Utes. Big day coming up tomorrow. NFL preview comes tomorrow. Preview and picks, both straight up picks and the point spread. And so that'll be tomorrow. Be sure to check that out. That will be sometime probably around 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock Eastern Time is probably when I'll record that. It's not going to be my normal recording time because I have something to do tomorrow. And then also coming up after college football, after the Utah and Utah State game, a recap of that game, plus Saturday's picks. So big day for videos tomorrow. Going to be at least 2, but a lot of picks in those videos. So the NFL, we started out 0-1 with a Giants-Cowboys loss, and we'll see if we can pick it up. We started 0-1 on both fronts. But anyway, so that's going to do it for me, guys. Long video again. Sorry. Kind of useless long video thing. I am the king. Wait, we're all going to count. I am John Mustafa for JM Sports 100. I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm out.